Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to my latest YouTube video here today. I just want to start off by talking to this YouTube video about that I've had my second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. I encourage people to take the vaccine whenever offered, please. So, yes, I would start by opening up the video by talking about the vaccine. I've had 2 doses as I'm recording to you today. But we're going to be talking about COVID-19 today. We're going to actually be moving on to motor racing. This weekend marks the start of the 2021 Indianapolis 500, which will be taking place this Sunday at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And this year's event will see Scott Dixon start on pole position for the event. Now, the Indianapolis 500, it's a race that's been going on for so long. As you would have known, the Indy 500 is such a historic event for many people around the world. The Indianapolis 500 actually started racing, believe it or not, many years ago. In fact, I can give you a history of the event, actually. It actually started racing many years ago as well. In fact, you can say that the Indy 500 actually started racing well back in the 1900s. It was a huge event for many people. The original Indy 500 as well was held on the Brickyard Speedway, 2.5 mile oval circuit, which of course very famous race, as you know that. The annual event takes place every year. It was actually 1909 when it was known as the Brickyard Raceway actually opened to the public as well. So yes, 1911 was won by Ray Harron, and yes, the race has been held ever since then. This is the 105th running of the Indianapolis 500 this year. It's a very iconic event, this one. Obviously, due to COVID-19 guidelines, there's going to be big capacity caps on the crowds for this weekend's event. I'm now going to go over for you the Indy 500 grid for the race, and lots to talk about with this grid of drivers for the Indianapolis 500. I'm now going to go over that with you now. So Scott Dixon starts on pole with Colton Herta second. Renus VK will line up third. 4th to 6th will be Ed Carpenter, Tony Kanaan, who's filling in for Jimmy Johnson. He will be 5th. Alex Palou, who crashed last week during qualifying, got his car repaired in time, will start 6th. Ryan Hunter-Ray 7th. Helio Castroneves is 8th. And Marcus Ericsson was the last driver to set a lap time in the Fast 9 session. 10th will be Alexander Rossi, a former winner at Indy, along with Ed Jones and Patricio O'Ward lining up on Road 4. Road 5 will see Pietro Fittipaldi, who is a rookie, filling in for Romain Grosjean on oval circuits, 13th. 14th is Felix Rosenqvist, former Formula E driver, and also former F1 driver of BAR Honda, Takuma Sato, 15th. Row 6 will see James Hinchcliffe, 3-time V8 Supercars champion, Aussie V8 Supercars, should I say, Scott McLaughlin lining up 17th, and Graham Rahal 18th as well. Then we have 19th is Connor Daly, Jack Harvey is 20th, Joseph Newgarden 21st, Jar Hildebrand 22nd, Santino Ferrucci 23rd, and former F1 driver Juan Pablo Montoya 24th on the grid. Marco Andretti, last year's pole sitter, will start 25th. Simon Pagenaud 26th. Sebastian Bourdais, who crashed at Texas, one of the Texas races, will be 27th. 28th, Stefan Wilson, Max Chilton and Dalton Kellett complete row 10. And finally, the bump session drivers. 3 drivers got through to row 11. Sage Karim was the fastest of them 3. Will Power starts a very disappointing 32nd. He will be looking to make inroads from there. And the lady and gentleman of the race. Yes, it's a lady and gentleman. Simona Di Silvestro will line up on the final position, the 33rd slot of the grid. So for all 3 Brits making it through, Max Chilton, Jack Harvey, and another Brit as well, also making it through to the Indy 500 as well. It is a big event, this one. That is on Sunday. I've gone through the whole lineup with you there. I did predict Scott Dixon would get pole. However, though, pole position at Indy, not always the best to start from pole. pole position has hardly won the race. Takuma Sato won last year, I think, from third on the grid. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this weekend's NTT Indycar action is going to unfold at Indianapolis. Obviously, this year's one's not going to be held on a Monaco Grand Prix weekend. That was held last week. The Indy 500 is being held on the bank holiday weekend in May. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how all of the teams and drivers get on this weekend at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And coverage will be brought over across the weekend. I will let you guys know next week about the standings, and you can find that all on the IndyCar website for all the standings to this 105th edition of the Indianapolis 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 200 laps of fantastic motor racing action, wheel-to-wheel racing on a 2.5 mile oval circuit. Sure to get great. I'm sure will be great and sure will be full of action. Thank you so much for watching this Indianapolis 500 preview video. For more information, please like and subscribe my channel. I'll alert you when new videos are uploaded. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Take care.